It tasted awful.
I didn't expect this. Walmart has released its own candy bars under the name brand Great Value in an effort to compete with KitKat, Snickers, Twix, Milky Way, and Three Musketeers. Can they compete when tasted side by side, or will it be painfully obvious to taste and feel the difference in your mouth? Let's find out. She'll be sitting in a chair right over here off frame, and you'll hear her audibly confirm whether or not I'm correct. And we'll do a point system or something. I don't know, maybe here, or down here. Suffice it to say, you'll see the plate slide and you'll know it's time. It's time.
The first one is the Milky Way bar.
This is the Milky Way bar. So we've got, I'm gonna keep these the same so that she can keep up with which one is which. This is the first one I'll be eating. It is on that side. This is the second one I will be eating. Please focus. There we go. It'll be on this side. So, I'm gonna do my best to describe how they feel in my mouth and how they taste. First of all, based on the look alone, this one didn't crumble and give the way that this one did. The best way I can think to explain that is, again, we'll start with this one. This one did not crumble on top, as you can see. It just kept its shape. The caramel looks, I don't know, kind of fake and thick. This one, well, the caramel looks fake and thick there too. I don't know, but the top of it crumbled just a bit. Can you see that? Can you see that? It crumbled a little. So with that in mind, let's just go for it, see if I can get this right. Immediately, very soft. The nougat is very soft. That did taste like a Milky Way. I'll give it that. Now, we're gonna go for this one. This is the one that I think is the Milky Way, given the crumbling. This chocolate was crumbly, and the nougat wasn't as soft and fluffy. I don't know, it just wasn't as, it wasn't as soft of an experience, if that makes sense, or as smooth. I'm gonna say this was the Walmart brand?
That is the Walmart.
Okay, so far so good. That wasn't bad, it just, there's more of an experience with the Milky Way, whereas the Walmart is trying to replicate it. I think on the next one, I'll try to eat the one. Oh, I did that this time. I tried to eat the one that I thought was Mars, because I thought this one, the way it cut, was more like, oh,
I
that
thought
looks
they
good.
tasted very similar though.
You thought they tasted similar?
They were similar. If you didn't taste them side by side, you wouldn't know the difference.
That's fair. The flavor was super close. I'm talking texture. The only thing that gave it away for me was the texture. Milky Way was my favorite growing up, so it was easy for me to tell.
I did not know that.
I think that's why I could tell with the texture. That sounds like KitKat. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, this is gonna be KitKat. Ooh, you know what? Right off the bat, I think I know which one it is, just visually speaking. So a couple of indicators here. We'll start with the left one, like we did last time. I think this is the actual KitKat. The top is shiny, all the way around it's shiny. That just looks more like a KitKat. This one, the top is matte, or more so, matte in finish. And the inside does not have as many layers. Or as many distinct layers, I should say. I look like a damn fool if I get this wrong. Yeah, that's okay. So we'll go with what I believe to be the Walmart brand first. The wafer's not as crunchy as I'm used to. The chocolate wasn't as good. It's like when they put milk chocolate over those wafers. They were like, I want you to go a little heavy on the milk. Milk chocolate, not just chocolate. Now, what I believe to be the real deal. It was like I could feel every layer of wafer. And the chocolate is a little more chocolate. It still tastes like fake chocolate because that's what Mars does, but is this the Walmart brand?
That is the Walmart.
It is? Okay, what was your opinion on it?
The wafer tasted really stale. Like, as soon as my teeth went through it, it had the weirdest crunch. It wasn't the same KitKat crunch.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Let me get you another little piece so you can taste what I'm talking about. It tastes very stale.
Mm-hmm. And
the chocolate's a lot cheaper than the one on the Mars bar was.
it's cheaper chocolate. Like I said, it's like milk.
It's
chocolate.
like dollar store chocolate, like Dollar Tree chocolate.
In the ratio, there's way too much chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is not a good comparison. KitKat locked it down. They got it right.
You would know immediately that this was not a KitKat.
Do not go great value. So I went through a phase where it was Milky Way or Three Musketeer, and they battled it out in my personal life. And I can already tell which one is the fake one because I loved Three Musketeer growing up. If you don't know, Three Musketeer is basically diet Milky Way. It's the Milky Way minus the caramel. If you're just wanting a light, fluffy snack, as something sweet on your way home from work, Three Musketeers is the way to go. Same thing if you're on your way home from the lake, something like outdoors and active. This is the actual Milky Way. So we're gonna have this one first. And I can tell that, I really hope I'm right, because now I'm second guessing a little bit, but I'm gonna say double down, damn it. This one is a much darker, what's this stuff called?
Nougat.
Nougat. This is a much darker nougat. It is a darker shade, and once again, I mean, there's a little bit of crumble, but it's just a darker nougat. And you'll see that when you see this one compared. Look at that. That is Milky Way's signature light fluff in color.
Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers. I said Milky Way. They're made by the same company. It's the same nougat. My point being, this is the Milky Way. This is the Three Musketeers. I keep doing that. Milky Way is my favorite candy bar. Sorry. Three Musketeers is a close second. We'll start. What is that on the bottom? I think the bottom may give it away, actually. Hold on. If we look at the bottom, there's a grid texture. Hold up, I'm gonna have to zoom in for this. Look at that. Can you see the grid? Look at it. There's like squares. And the Three Musketeer, if I remember correctly, has waves. And would you look at that? Oh my goodness, I was right. I'm right. Okay, we're gonna try them now. I'm gonna go for the real one first. Better comparison. Instantly, that nougat is a pillow of sweetness and flavor. And then there's this. The nougat is hard. Why is the nougat hard? This is the Walmart.
That is the Walmart.
Oh. Okay.
It's so bad.
Yeah. I'll hide my shame. The nougat was not soft or fluffy or sweet. The flavor is not even close. It just feels like a cheap knockoff, which it is. But the goal should be to not taste like that. I've had Kroger brand popcorn. It's better than Orville Redenbacher. This is a shame. This is a sham. Walmart, you should be ashamed of yourself. What were you thinking? Let's see if I can tell the difference off the rip. You know, this one's a little harder to tell, I will say. I don't really go for Twix. There's a chance this one could fool me. We're gonna check underneath. It gives it away again. I shouldn't have looked. Ah, damn it, yet again. It's the waves. Mars just does the waves. Look at it. Look at those waves.
I should have shaved them off.
Oh well. And there's that. So now we know, unfortunately, for this one, and that's okay.
Do you though?
I'm not gonna check the bottom. I will not check the bottom of the Snickers. For the sake of being fun. We gotta keep it fun around here, right? I forgot which one had the bottom. This one. We'll start with this one. The cookie was brittle. I think the caramel's tough. I don't know how this one's gonna be, but the caramel on this one's not great. And yeah, the cookie was almost fluffy, but not in a good way. Not in like a good fluffy kind of cakey cookie way. The caramel is just as tough, which is why I don't go for Twix. But this is the real Twix. We know that from the bottom of the bar. We know that from the quality because yet again, this is the Walmart brand.
That is the Walmart.
Okay.
I will say you're wrong though. Because the caramel is a lot softer in that one than it is in that one. That one
It's rough
was
for me. I'm
thick.
picky on my caramel.
That was like fruit roll-up caramel.
This was awful. This was thicker and denser, but this was still thicker and denser than I like. I think is what I should have said.
Yeah.
There are some differences. They're not painful or obvious to me, but they were to a Twix lover. So just keep that in mind. All right. So just looking at the plate itself. Oh, we got peanuts, we got nougat. Holy God. I don't have to look at the bottom. This is like, the peanuts are swimming in the caramel, which is resting on a large, thick bed of nougat safely. And this is like massive hunks of peanut in an ocean of caramel sitting on a thin micro crust of nougat. And there's also a peanut in the nougat, which Snickers would just never allow to happen. I'm not lifting it off the plate, so we won't give that away. But there's a peanut in that nougat. A little tiny one, but a peanut nonetheless. As if Snickers would ever allow that. And look at this, there's that signature light nougat yet again, with plenty of peanuts. The ratio is there. So I'm gonna go ahead and wager that this one's the real one. So we'll start with it as a reminder. I haven't had Snickers in a long time. The bottom did face toward me, I did not look at it. I haven't had Snickers in a long time. And that complicated things a bit. That lessened the complication a bit. This one right here was basically a peanut chocolate bar. The chocolate was fake. The caramel was almost not there. And the nougat may as well have just pissed off and checked out. This one was like a weirdly good balance. The peanuts weren't overwhelming. You got all of the caramel flavor and consistency, and the nougat was just as fluffy, as it should be. This is the Walmart brand.
That is not Walmart.
No! No! Are you serious?
That's the Snickers.
Did you switch them?
No. It was bad.
This is Snickers?
I didn't like Snickers when I was young and I still don't like it. The Walmart was better.
You're not lying to me?
I'll bring you the 2 bars.
Snickers was on this
You
side.
can let the waves confirm it.
The Snickers was on this side.
Here you go. Here's both bars. Take them. Take them and look at the waves.
I'm scared. Oh my God!
It's bad.
How?
It tasted awful.
I didn't expect this. Now the title is going to be Snickers is bad? Look at this! There's no nougat, it's all caramel, and there's pieces of peanut in the nougat. This one, a soft bed of light-colored nougat. Where was this on the Three Musketeer? The chocolate tastes solid. The caramel is a nice amount. There's a fair amount. And the peanut, there's like tiny little bits of peanut in the nougat. I don't even know if I'll be able to get that on camera. It's like barely existent.
I would grab the Great Value over Snickers any day.
I was wrong. I thought there would be a perfect score. There is not. This last one, I just was not correct. I am thoroughly confused. I genuinely thought, because like on the bottom of this plate, there's little pressure points where I would assume that this pattern would be little squares. Do you see it?
It's probably just from another bar that I had on there.
Oh, this is all the same plate?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on top of that, the inside of that bar doesn't look good.
Mm-mm. But my thought is how it's justified that that's the Snickers versus the other being the Great Value, talking about the peanuts. I would assume peanuts is a more expensive ingredient. So the chips in the Great Value make sense for it being a cheaper option, whereas the chunks of peanut in the Snickers makes it the more expensive option. Are you pretending it's the Three Musketeers?
So where was that nougat with the Three Musketeers?
It's really good.
It's so much better.
It's really good.
Does that mean the consistency is off, or are they using a different nougat recipe for this?
I don't know.
Buy the Great Value Snickers. So obviously the most surprising here is the fact that Snickers is terrible. Every other candy bar was so easy to tell, minus the Twix, because I don't really have an opinion, you know? But Snickers, man, do better, my guy. You gotta do better. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like it. Thank you if you do. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that also. If you didn't like the video and don't like watching someone eat candy bars, why are you here right now? Why did you watch this far in? But if that's the case, feel free to dislike it. But if you do, f you. And as always, be sure to enjoy yourselves. Until the next video or live stream, stay frosty and stay humble. I can't reach the camera lens.